with me, but I will explain to the best of my ability the compensation plan for I2g. There are, as you can see, 5 ways to get paid. I will talk through each of the 5 ways, and in my opinion, there are 2 ways that are the most important. Okay, you've got your fast start bonuses, binary income, you got your matching bonuses, the leadership pools, and then the revenue sharing. All right, so the fast start bonus, let's start with that. That's really, really easy to understand. So that's right here on this page. Essentially, every time you sign somebody up, this is a one-time payment for signing them up. And it's essentially 10% of whatever they came in at. Okay? And this is the same regardless of whether you're a novice, a player, a high roller, or an emperor. So if somebody comes in at the emperor position for $5,000, you get a 10% fast start bonus of $500. If somebody comes in at high roller for $600, you then get a 10% of that $600, which of course is $60. And as you can see, there is no difference across the board for novice versus emperor or any of the levels in between for what your fast start is. Okay, pretty simple to understand that. 10% one-time payment. Binary income. This seems to be the one that has the most confusion as to what it is and what a cycle is. So for every person that comes in, you get a certain amount of business volume based on where they come in at, and then their auto ship every month is also worth a certain amount of BV, which is considered business volume. Now, dollars and business volume are not the same, and you get paid per cycle. So when you do 300 business volume on your left and 300 business volume on your right, that's considered a cycle, and you get paid. Now this is where, depending on where you come in at, will dictate how much you get paid per cycle. So if you only came in at a novice, you're only going to get $30 per cycle. And I'll explain more on a cycle in a minute. But if you're a high roller, you're going to get $50 a cycle. Player gets 40, emperor gets 60. So let me just bring up this quick little chart here. And let's say that this is power leg over here. But let's just say, for example, that this person right here came in, just for argument's sake, this person came in as an emperor. And let's say that this person here also came in as an emperor. Each emperor position is worth 3,000 BV. So you would have 3,000 BV on your left, and you would have 3,000 BV on your right if you brought in an emperor on each side. Okay? And you get paid on your matching volume. So let's say that this side over here added up. Let's say this was an emperor for 3,000 and this guy here was just a customer. And so he was no business volume at all because he hasn't spent any money yet. And then let's say this side here, this is your power leg. You've had people signing up underneath you. And this side adds up to, let's say, 10,000 BV. Okay? You're only going to get paid on the smaller leg. So they're going to take the 3,000 over here and match it with here. And what is that? Okay, 300 BV on each side is one cycle. So if you have 3,000 BV on each side, that means for this pay period you would get paid for 10 cycles. Well, if you're a novice, you get $30 a cycle, so you would get $300 that week. If you are just for binary, okay, for the one level, you'd also still get your fast start bonus, and you would get the other levels if you qualify for them. If you're a player, you get $40 per cycle. So if you had 3,000 BV, you'd get $400. At high roller, you're going to get $500 for those 10 cycles, and if you are an emperor, you're going to make $600 for those 10 cycles. Okay, so this is where you can see that the higher you come in, the higher your binary income is going to be, because take this and let's say that you cycle 20 times in a week or 30 times, or as your organization grows, and this income is not just for people you sign up. Let's say that this guy down here signs up an emperor for 3,000 BV. Well, that 3,000 BV is going to roll up to everybody throughout the tree. It hits all of these people along the way. Everybody gets 3,000 BV, And let's say that this guy over here happens to decide he likes the company and he wants to become an emperor, and he hits 3,000. Well, then that next week, I'm going to get paid again on 3,000 BV and 3,000 BV. And let's say that this person right here, he's got 3,000 BV over on this side. He just hasn't matched it over on this side, so he can then start building his left side because he's got 3,000 on his right, all because of this guy down here. This is how a leveraged compensation plan can really amount to a lot of money. This binary income is one of the most important parts of the compensation plan, I believe. Okay, so hopefully that explains what cycles are and how the binary income rolls up through the binary tree and how you get paid on it. Then let's go on and talk about what I believe is the next most important part of the compensation plan, which is the matching bonus. The matching bonus is a huge part of the compensation plan because you get paid to help your team members make money. So not only is their volume going to roll up the tree and help you, but also you get paid a percentage matching bonus. Unfortunately, if you are a novice, you get no matching bonus. You can see from over here, player, high roller, and emperor will get 1 star, or what I call 1 level of matching bonus. And then high roller and emperor will get, high roller gets 2nd level and 3rd level, and this is, I don't know if it's an old plan or if it's just wrong, but only emperor is eligible for 4-star and 5-star match. So let me show you what that means with a little different view. So let's say that this person up here at the top is you. And let's say that you signed up all of these people, everybody right here on what I'll call your front line. These are all people that you personally sponsored into I2g, okay? And just if you sponsored these people into I2g, you are going to get, as a player, a high roller, or an emperor. Novice is not eligible for this, as I mentioned, but as any one of these 3 levels, you will get a 20% matching bonus on every one of their binary trees. So let's say that this guy here is making $300 on his binary tree this week. This guy makes $300. This guy makes $300. Let's say that this whole line up here adds up to $2,000. Well, you're going to get a 20% matching bonus on every one of those people. So if your whole group of your front line is making, let's say they all add up to $2,000, well, 20% of that would be an additional $400 that goes back to you as a matching bonus. If you are a high roller or an emperor, you can then go further levels deep into your organization. On your 2nd level, so these are not people right here, these are not people that you personally signed up. These are people that were sponsored by the people you signed up. So we'll call this your 2nd level. And every single one of these people, you're going to receive a 15% match. So even though you didn't sign up any one of these people, if this guy here goes on to sign up 20 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, and those people go on to make money, you're going to make 15% on every one of those people that fall on that line. Then, as a high roller, you will still make, let's just say that this whole group starts signing up people, and now this is your 3rd level. So now you're going to make, as a high roller, you will make 10% on your 3rd generation, and then as an emperor, you will make 10% yet again on your 4th, and again, as an emperor, a 10% on your 5th. And so you can really see where going those levels deep, this is every person you signed up, and then they signed up, and then they signed up, and they signed up, and they signed up. You can dip all the way down into 5 levels if you're an emperor, or 3 levels if you're a high roller. If you're a player, you can only go 1 level deep, but it's still very generous. And if you're a novice, you get no matching bonus. So that is what the matching bonus means. And my understanding of this is that in order to receive the matching bonus, my understanding is that you need to be qualified. Now, what this 60 days means is that you're pre-qualified for 60 days. So qualified, I believe, means that as a player you've signed up one person left, one person right. I think as a high roller it means 3 people left, 3 people right. Once again, I could be wrong on that. Let's scroll down and see what it says. So 2-star match. So if you want to be able to earn on your second level at 15%, that means that you have to have personally sponsored 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right. And then if you want to be able to earn 3 levels deep, then you need 3 people left, 3 people right, 4 people left, 4 people right for the 4th level down, and then 5 left and 5 right. So I believe, once again, this is one of the things about the comp plan that I'm not 100% for sure on, but this is my understanding of it, is that you are pre-qualified as a player for 60 days from the day you signed up, even if you don't happen to get, we won't use player because as a player, you have to get one person left and one person right before you're ever qualified to earn any commissions. Okay, so I won't use that as an example. But let's say as a high roller, you sign up just one person left and one person right, and you want to earn all the way down to 3 levels deep. Well, in order to earn 3 levels deep, you need to sign up you personally need to sign up 3 people left and 3 people right. But what the company is saying is, I believe my interpretation of this is, you are pre-qualified 90 days. So let's say you only sign up one person left and one person right, and that one person right goes on to sign up 100 people, and then they sign up 100 people. Well, for the first 90 days, you can keep earning on your second level and your third level, even if you have not signed up 3 people personally left and right. But then after 90 days, you have to meet the qualifications, meaning you have to have gotten 3 people left and 3 people right to continue getting that matching bonus all the way down into 3 levels into your organization. And then for Emperor, you're pre-qualified 1 year from the day you sign up as an Emperor. You can get 5-star match, so if you get somebody that's really going to town, you can earn on them all the way up to 1 year. After 1 year, you need to make sure that you have 5 people personally sponsored left, 5 people personally sponsored right, in order to continue earning that matching bonus at that many levels deep. Okay, so hopefully that explains what the matching bonus is. And then if we go on, the leadership pools, this is essentially a one-time cash bonus that you're going to receive. So if in my demonstration earlier we said if you signed up an Emperor left and an Emperor right, that would be 10 cycles. Well, if you can do 125 cycles in a month, and remember, this isn't you personally, this is your entire organization, and all the volume that the people you signed up and they signed up and they signed up rolls up into your tree, and if that adds up to 125 cycles in a month, you're going to get a one-time cash bonus of $10,000, and you're going to be able to share in the profits of the casino at 5%. That's my understanding of this chart. And then if you can do 250 cycles, you're going to get a one-time bonus of $25,000, and so on down the line. And this has been hit by several of the leaders. I believe maybe Dennis, the top earner, hit Emerald this past month, and he already did a $100,000 one-time cash bonus. And then, of course, by hitting that rank, he is now eligible for not just, as an Emperor, he's eligible not just for the 50% matching bonus, which I'll talk about in a minute, but he then gets an extra 5%, an extra 5%, an extra 5%, an extra 5%, an extra 5% if he gets all the way to Diamond. So you could be sharing, if you're an Emperor, my understanding is you could be sharing, if you hit those ranks, all the way up into 75% of the profits of the casino. And that brings me to the 5th way that you're paid, which is revenue sharing. If you come in as an Emperor, or even if you upgrade to an Emperor later on, Emperor really is the only position that you could sign up, and you would never have to sign up a single person, and you could earn money. Because what the casino is doing is they're taking 50% of their profits. Okay, right now the casino's just kind of getting started, and we're marketing it, and so right now those profits are very minimal. But as the casino starts taking off, it's going to pay the profits from that casino out to all the Emperors, and they are only taking 5,000 emperors, and then they're cutting it off. Once they hit 5,000, they're not taking any more, and this is actually a good thing because the profit sharing won't get diluted. Okay, imagine if the casino in 2 years is doing, let's say, $300 million. I'm just pulling out a number. I have no idea what they'll be doing, but let's just say for this example that they're doing $300 million in profits. Well, they're going to straight away they're going to take 50% of that, so $150 million of those profits are going to be split amongst all of the emperors. So if you have 5,000 emperors and then you have $150 million in profits, what is that? $30,000 extra a year that those emperors would be earning by coming in as an emperor earlier on. And then, of course, as the casino grows and more money is made, there's more money, but the number of emperors stays the same. And so the emperors, as long as the casino keeps growing, the emperors would make more money every year from that profit sharing. So that's how the profit sharing works. Once they hit 5,000 emperors, there will not be any more emperors, and I believe a new position will take its place, but my understanding is the only way then to participate in any profit sharing of the casino would be to hit a leadership rank to do X number of cycles per month, and then you're going to get a certain percentage of the casino profits. So hopefully this helps you to understand the compensation plan of I2g a little bit better. Once again, this is my understanding. I may have made some mistakes in this presentation, but hopefully I understand it correctly and I've passed along that information properly to all of you. Anyway, I think the main thing to take away here is that the binary income and the matching bonus are your two most important parts of the comp plan. Oh, and one last thing I should show you is that whatever volume you don't use in 1 week from your binary, you don't lose it. It doesn't flush out. It rolls over to the next week. And here's an example of that. So if I were to take this is an example of my top spot. You'll notice my top spot, it only has 5,040 on one side and 240 on the other. But the spot below it has almost 8,000 in volume, 8,000 business volume to be paid on, and this one has 3,180 to be paid on. Why does my top spot have less? It's because I've already been paid on that volume, and when you're paid on the volume, it deducts, they take it away because they already paid you on it, and then what's left rolls over to the next week. So this is a Monday when I'm recording this, so I was already paid on my business volume last week, and this was my big leg over here on my left, and this is what was left over. And then I had 240 because it didn't quite reach 300 business volume. So this week, whatever I do will add to this 240 on my right, and whatever I do on my left will add to the business volume on my left, and then I'll get paid on that business volume at the end of this week on Friday. Now this spot here has not been paid on anything yet because I haven't added anybody on I have the 3-spot approach, and right now I'm only focusing on building my top position, and once I'm finished building my top position, then I will focus on my 2 lower positions. So right now this spot here doesn't have anybody on the right hand side, so it's not eligible for commissions, so it hasn't been paid on any of that volume. But as long as I keep paying my auto ship, this volume will roll over from 1 week to the next, and I'll never lose it. The only time it would be flushed out is if you cancel your subscription or your auto ship payment, and then they'll flush out that volume. And my understanding from one of the Hangouts was that they will do a one-time courtesy reinstatement. So if your credit card somehow gets canceled or credit card expires, you can email the company and tell them, hey, I lost all my business volume, and they'll do a one-time courtesy. But be better safe than sorry. Make sure that your auto ship is active. That way you're not going to end up losing all of this business volume. And when you are ready to start building a lower position, or even if you only have one position, your top spot, whatever your power leg is building for you, you want to make sure that it keeps rolling over from week to week, and as you build your inside leg, you match that, and you get paid on it. There's people I believe in Faraday's group that, because their organization is so big, they have over $1 million of volume on one leg that just keeps rolling over, and all they have to do is start building their inside leg to match that in order to get paid on it. Okay, so